Hello, this is News Live on Viewer Television. I am Ambassador Jesse. The headlines. NLC urges Buhari to sign Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law. China to deepen ties with Nigeria on sports. Plus, Japan shuts borders to non-resident foreigners amidst Omicron COVID-19 variant. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Keyamo, has revealed that the microblogging platform, Twitter, has agreed to all the conditions presented to it by the federal government regarding its operations in Nigeria. This follows a dialogue between the federal government's team and Twitter in the wake of the suspension of the social media platform in Nigeria by the government over allegations of double standards, among others. Keyamo, who is also a member of a committee set up to review the operations of the microblogging platform since its ban in the country, pointed out that the committee has made significant progress so far. The Nigeria Labour Congress has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to sign the 2021 Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law. The NLC President, Ayuba Wabba, said this in a statement titled Time to Strengthen Democracy in Nigeria on Monday in Abuja. Wabba recalled that on November the 9th, the House of Representatives and the Senate, two chambers, passed into law amendments to the Electoral Act. He said that the most topical items of the amendment included the adoption of direct primaries for internal political parties contestants. Wabba said that the other was the accommodation of the use of technology in the conduct of general elections in Nigeria. The NLC president noted that the majority of Nigerians had described the 2021 amendments of the Electoral Act as one of the most progressive enactments that Nigeria has had in a long time. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has again warned the federal government to, without further delay, release the 22.27 billion naira it said it had approved for payment of the earned academic allowances owed its members. The union said that is the only way to avert another indefinite strike when its 3-week ultimatum expires. The president of the union, Emmanuel Osodeke, gave the warning on Sunday. The 3-week ultimatum by ASU remains only 1 week before the union can take the next action, should the government fail to yield to its side. ASU, at different fora in the last few months, and particularly after the expiration of its August deadline, had been sensitizing the public about its lingering contentious issues with the federal government, threatening to embark on strike should the federal government continue to refuse to honor the last agreement it reached with the union last December. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has stripped computer-based test CBT centers of power to receive the approved 700 naira registration fee for the registration of Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exams, UTME. The board disclosed this in its weekly news bulletin released Monday. The news bulletin also says it will adopt the cashless policy in the registration process for 2022 UTME. The news bulletin released by its head of media and protocol, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, added that it would collect the 700 naira registration fee along with its UTME registration fees. It said the money due to each registration center will be remitted to relevant bank accounts on a weekly basis or any time frame acceptable to the center owners. JAMB explained its decision to go cashless in the UTME registration exercise will put an end to some of the fraudulent activities of some CBT centers, which it noted charged candidates above stipulated fees. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has raised alarm over the increasing rate of irrational use of antibiotics, which has further accelerated the process of antimicrobial resistance, leading to avoidable deaths. Director General of NAFDAC, Prof. Mojisola Adeyeye, made the assertion over the weekend in a virtual meeting at 2021 World Antimicrobial Resistance Week anniversary with the theme Spread Awareness, Stop Resistance. NAFDAC's resident media consultant Shayo Akintola, in a statement, quoted Professor Adeyeye as sounding a strong note of warning that if allowed to fester, antimicrobial resistance could lead to death. She added that the menace and war against AMR has not only gained prominent and global attention, but also becomes a significant battle that the human race must win. The NAFDAC boss posited that the fight against AMR requires collective efforts that are interlinked and interfaced along the One Health concept. To these end, she said NAFDAC is her regulatory activities has put in place some important regulatory measures to curb the emergence and spread of AMR. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency says it has arrested one Olayinka Adisa, a businesswoman, for ingesting 80 pellets of cocaine. Adisa, identified as a 46-year-old who hails from Kwara State, was arrested on November the 24th at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on her way to Saudi Arabia to perform Umrah, Lesser Hajj. In a statement on Monday, Femi Babafemi, NDLEA spokesman, said the suspect lives in Ibafo, Ogun State, adding that Adisa said she needed to raise 7 million naira for in vitro fertilization treatment. She claimed during interrogation that she saved 2.5 million naira over a period of 1 year to buy the drugs in bits from 6 different people at Akala, Mushin area of Lagos. According to Babafemi, the suspect claimed to be in the clothing business but had to borrow 1 million naira from 3 people to purchase the drugs. When News Live returns, World Health Organization says it is still not clear whether the Omicron COVID-19 variant is more transmissible or more severe than Delta. Details of this and more comes to you after the break. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is News Live. A recap of our top stories. NLC urges Buhari to sign Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law. China to deepen ties with Nigeria on sports. Plus, Japan shuts borders to non-resident foreigners amidst Omicron COVID-19 variant. Leaders of various groups ranging from political, religion, and traditional groups are calling on Nigerians to be all-inclusive in tackling the challenges confronting the nation. Our Plateau State correspondent, Nasiru Saidua, was at a book launch by on-air personality Bello Lukman with the title, "What is Wrong with Nigeria?" and files in this report.
The increasing challenges facing Nigeria and Nigerians in recent times have no doubt posed so much pressure that requires quick response. This drew the attention of Ambassador Bello Lukman, on-air personality in Jos, the Plateau State capital, who launched a book titled, "What is Wrong with Nigeria?"
Unveil this book to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind. Congratulations, Mr. Bello.
Let's put our hands together, please.
The book title, "What is Wrong with Nigeria?"
Nigeria is at the crossroad at the moment. We're at a time when insecurity is at its peak. You cannot even talk about access to major roads in this country as people are being kidnapped on a daily basis. If you are talking about bandits too, it's also an issue of concern. If you are talking about rising inflation, economic deprivation, and so many things, poverty is also at its peak. Unemployment is also at its peak. So this book chronicles all these things by identifying the root causes of some of these issues. And I think it's a handy reading for anybody, particularly our leaders, the followers, and every other person that is concerned with addressing the problems associated with the Nigerian nation in the true sense of the word.
When you open the book, the first thing you see that is wrong with Nigeria is insecurity, followed by banditry, followed by poverty, followed by the issue of unemployment, followed by inflation, followed by high prices of goods and services in the society, followed by we ourselves. Because when you blame the leaders, then you should also blame the followers. We are the ones that do not always obey traffic. We are the ones that always want to cut corners, and yet we are the ones that want to see the best of the best.
Awards of excellence were presented to various groups and personalities for their various roles they are playing in their respective endeavors.
I don't think I have any other thing to say than to continue to pray for you and to continue to encourage you to do the best thing you are doing for humanity, for the people of Plateau and for the people of Nigeria, for always trying to call attentions of leaders to do the right thing to the people that entrusted their mandate on them.
Subsequently, he has raised a lot of fundamental issues in his books, particularly that of today, what is wrong with Nigeria? I think this question is coming at the right time, and I believe that so many people, by the time they get home, everybody will begin to ask himself what fundamentally is wrong with Nigeria.
Bello is somebody that is detribalized, is completely detribalized, is somebody that embrace, all religious, adherents on the plateau.
And he is also a totally committed person to peace on the plateau. And so we share very similar vision about what the society should look like.
This book, What is Wrong with Nigeria, is the fifth book produced by Ambassador Bello Lukman. Many believe that this particular one challenges both public office holders and the entire Nigerians on their collective role in making Nigeria work again. Nasser Seidu, VOA TV News, Jos.
The ambassador of China to Nigeria, Kui Jiancheng, has stressed the need for his country and Nigeria to harness sporting activities to deepen diplomatic relations between the two countries. Kui spoke while briefing journalists in Abuja on the sidelines of the fourth edition of the Nigeria to China Ping Pong Tournament, organized for journalists by the China Cultural Center in Abuja. He disclosed that the Chinese embassy plans to create opportunities for journalists to go to China and encourage Chinese people to come to Nigeria for nationals of both countries to learn from each other. More so, Kui said although the tournament could not be held in 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic, China is putting up measures to support Nigeria to ensure that normalcy is restored, saying Chinese central government has decided to donate Chinese vaccine to Nigeria. Also speaking, Emmanuel Ogbeche, chairman of Nigeria Union of Journalists FCT chapter, thanked the Embassy of China and promised to work closely with the mission to sustain the fit. According to Ogbeche, the support derived from the mission and its cultural center has gone a long way to promote the well-being of members of the union and to physically keep fit.
So I think that we have like a great distance to catch up with Nigeria football team. I'm thinking that how can we bring the Nigeria team to China, that we can do things together. Because, really there's a need for the two countries and try to use sports as a way to deepen, broaden the relation between two countries. I also have a plan that next year after COVID-19, and I believe that a lot of journalists would like to go to China because seeing is believing. China now really achieved a lot. We have a lot of challenge, but I do think that if you go to China, you will see the true China, and I think that is very beneficial to the Nigerian people and the government. We use the table tennis not only I think build a friendship between two nations. It's very important. I think especially for young people to let them have a way how to make friends and try to share the ideas, exchange thoughts. Chinese central government has decided to donate Chinese vaccine here. So we are waiting for only the letter, and I think letter from Nigerian government. And the first batch of 500,000 doses will be delivered to Nigeria, and I think before the end of this year, millions of doses could be provided by Chinese government.
This year shows that a lot of progress has been made, and we owe this to cooperation with the Chinese government. And you know that not too long ago we had donation of COVID-19 vaccines, and opening up the spaces for people to interact and make acquaintances. This speaks to human progress and the determination that despite all the challenges COVID-19 has posed, we are making progress, and we are happy that the China NUJ table tennis championship is holding at this time and can only get better as the year progresses. We'll continue to look at exchanges, beyond just sports and cultural interactions here at the China Cultural Center here in Abuja.
NNPC and Total Oil Company have donated relief materials to victims of fire outbreak of Muna Garage IDP camp in Maiduguri. Walter
These corporate organizations, individuals and philanthropists to key in to His Excellency's program of camp closure, because it's a very big project whereby several millions of naira was distributed to the returnees. Food was distributed to the returnees before they left for their home villages and local government.
World Health Organization says it is still not clear whether the Omicron COVID-19 variant is more transmissible or more severe than Delta. WHO says its expert researchers in South Africa and worldwide are currently conducting studies to understand Omicron better. The UN Health Agency named the COVID-19 variant identified in South Africa the Greek name Omicron and labeled it a variant of concern due to its large number of mutations and possible faster rate of infection. The experts are starting to understand the aspects of Omicron, but as of right now, it is not clear whether it is more transmissible compared to other variants, including Delta, WHO confirmed. However, the TAG VE reaffirmed that preliminary evidence indicates that people who have previously had COVID-19 could become reinfected more easily with Omicron when compared to other variants of concern. The group emphasized that it is working with partners to understand the potential impact of this variant on vaccines, the effectiveness of current PCR tests, and existing treatments, but more information is still needed. Gunmen suspected to be sea pirates in the early hours of Sunday attacked 2 oil installations, killing 3 and abducting 7 oil workers in Bayelsa. Newsmen learned that the pirates ambushed their unsuspecting victims in Okoroma and Ogbokiri, Akasa communities of Nembe and Brass local government areas of Bayelsa. Sources close to the affected oil field said the gunmen reportedly shot dead 2 staff of the Nigerian Ajib Oil Company and a personnel of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC. The driver of their boat and indigene of Okoroma community is still missing. According to the local sources who witnessed the incident and narrated the same to newsmen, it is further gathered that the Ajib oil workers and their security personnel came under attack at about 6 a.m. while working close to a manifold in the deep swamp. Spokesman for NSCDC Bayelsa Command, Ogbere Solomon, confirmed the incident on Sunday evening. The Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria has kicked against plans by the federal government to pay 5,000 naira to the poorest of the poor in the country to cushion the effect of the proposed subsidy removal next year, saying it will be another cesspool of corruption. The PFN, in a statement by its president, Wale Oke, opined that removing fuel subsidy will not only worsen the suffering of majority of Nigerians, but an increase in fuel price, which will come with the subsidy removal, will trigger tension and crisis in the country. OK added that though the PFN would always support policies that would enhance good governance, the government should put in place tangible palliative measures that could ameliorate the hardship being experienced. We now bring you sports news. Do stay tuned.
Thank you for joining us on Sports. I am Enes Mbe. Now, a veteran sports editor, writer, analyst, and publisher, presenter in Kaduna State, Mohammed Suleiman, professionally known as Muiz, has staged a novelty five-a-side football match symbolizing unity and togetherness among citizens. Correspondent Michael Monday witnessed the event.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the players are there, make una step on the field.
The five-a-side novelty football match witnessed over 1,000 spectators in attendance. The one-off novelty football match, initiated by the veteran sports presenter, attracted lots of individuals who committed resources to ensure the competition kicked off. The competition is aimed at promoting togetherness amidst diverse ethno-religious differences across the state. The open play competition that offered children between the ages of 5 to 10 to participate had a take-home prize tag. With over 80 kids drawn for the grand prize, Nabot Samuel, age 5, is among the top 5 through his exhibition of outstanding prowess in all rounds of the games. He goes home with the best prize.
Let me bet, Nigeria people. Let it be the end. Let it be the end. If that small boy carry that rice, you make a grow again when I collect it for your hand.
My name is Nabot.
How do you feel today?
I'm feeling happy. I thank my daddy for bringing me here. I feel happy for
Winning today. In the adult category, Team Owens triumphed over Team Moses Simon in a penalty shootout, cutting away the grand prize made available by the Super Eagles keeper, Moses Simon.
The match was so beautiful. He make everybody, Muslim, Christian, everybody unite to play together like one family. It's very nice.
The 2020 Nigerian Football Journalist Awardee expressed gratitude to all and sundry who honored the novelty match.
When they say it can't be done, it actually can be done. So what we just had there was just fun to say thank you to my listeners. It's the end of the year, and this is my own way of saying thank you so much for being with us. Peace, unity. Together we can build as one. As a family, we will definitely achieve all our goals as a country.
Unity in diversity remains a priority right here. Micah Monday, Viewer TV Sports.
Such a beautiful experience. Moving on to volleyball, Kada Kings from Kaduna State and Kwara United VC have emerged champions of the category of the National Volleyball Division 1 League. The 2021 National Division 1 League played at the indoor Package B of the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja came in a thrilling conclusion, with Kwara United ending the unbeaten run of Kada Kings. A total of 10 teams are participating in the league, 8 male teams and 2 female teams. The men's team include Kada Kings of Kaduna, Wiki Spikers of Bauchi, Kwara United, ABM of Katsina, Oluyele Spikers of Oyo, Spartan Spikers of Yola, Caliphate Spikers of Sokoto, and Equity Spikers of Kebbi. Head coach of Kada Kings, David Jonathan, said his players got distracted after winning the 2 first sets. Kada Kings finished top with total of 40 points. Kwara United finished second, total of 33 points. Wiki Spikers of Bauchi finished third with 31 points, while Spartan Spikers of Yola fourth with 27 points. And moving over to Premier League, Manchester United announced on Monday they had appointed Ralf Rangnick as interim manager until the end of the season following the sacking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The 63-year-old German joined from Lokomotiv Moscow, where he was manager of sports and development at the end of the season. Rangnick, whose appointment is subject to work visa requirements, will take on a consultancy role at Old Trafford for a further 2 years. He takes over from first-team coach Michael Carrick, who has been in caretaker charge for 2 games since Solskjaer was sacked just over a week ago following a terrible run of results for the 20 times English champions. The former RB Leipzig boss said he was excited to be joining United and focused on making it a successful season for the struggling club. United are 8th in the Premier League table after a 1-1 draw with leaders Chelsea on Sunday, 5 points off the table. And that's all we can take on sports. Over to the main news desk. Thank you for watching.
And that's all on News Live. But before we go, a recap of the headlines. NLC urges Buhari to sign Electoral Act Amendment Bill into law. China to deepen ties with Nigeria on sports. Plus, Japan shuts borders to non-resident foreigners amidst Omicron COVID-19 variant. Do stay tuned for the rest of our programs. Many thanks for watching and have a great evening. I am Ambassador Jessie.